you.
Of course. Hi, Dr. Brague.
Good morning.
How was your night? Did you sleep well?
Actually, no. My daughter had me up from 2 to 3, so I'm like chugging my coffee to get my energy in.
Okay, yeah.
Did you guys go to pet therapy yesterday?
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
that is so cute.
I saw the cutest pimple. I'm such a sucker for pimples.
Oh.
Okay, anyway, it's 8:30, so I'm gonna get started, guys. Looks like we have some stragglers coming in. Okay, guys, now that we've gone through all of that, get into your little groups because we're going to do a think, pair, share.
So what do you think the answer is to that?
I think it's negative feedback loops.
Bria, tell us what's going on.
I think it's negative feedback loops.
Correct. Here's the exam, don't flip it over. And here's a piece of paper for you to write on. Take the entire time of the exam. Okay, I'm going to start the timer. You can start your exam. Students make excellent use of their memory, but now we're going to take a deeper look as to what happened between the long and the short-term memory.
So something like the think, pair, share would be considered short-term memory. Our student listened to the professor present the slide and immediately stored the information. Our brain does this by making short-term modifications in the functions of pre-existing synapses. One example is altering the amount of neurotransmitter released. Short-term memory is unlimited and has rapid retrieval. However, it only lasts for seconds to hours. Therefore, it is permanently forgotten unless it is consolidated into long-term memory. So how do we store things to long-term memory for something like a test?
So, while short-term memory was very quickly accessed and very recent information, this information has been stored from days to years. And this retrieval process is often a bit slower, except for those memories that have been thoroughly ingrained in the student. This information is transferred from short-term to long-term memory through practice/consolidation or through recycling of information from repetitions in the short-term mode. Now, usually the access, if you forget something, is only transient, and you'll be able to remember it relatively soon, maybe in a couple days, couple weeks. But to remember this, it involves a permanent restructuring of the brains, especially with structural changes between existing neurons, such as formation of new synapses and synthesis of new proteins playing key roles.
In this process, called Hebbian plasticity, there is a propagation of an action potential down the presynaptic neuron. This action potential causes the release of glutamate in the presynaptic neuron. Glutamate then binds with the AMPA receptor and NMDA receptor. This binding opens the AMPA receptor, which allows sodium to enter into the postsynaptic neuron. This entry of sodium causes a depolarization, which causes the magnesium to detach from the NMDA receptor channel. Calcium then moves through the NMDA channel. Postsynaptic density 95 is attached to NMDA and holds comodulin and neuronal nitric oxide synthase. Calcium activates comodulin, which then activates neuronal nitric oxide synthase, which creates nitric oxide. This nitric oxide enhances presynaptic release of neurotransmitters, enhances AMPA receptors in the postsynapse, and enhances other synaptic proteins.
And that's one of the processes that helps us consolidate memories to our long-term memory.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.